Hi guys.
I'm actually here, but I am visiting family up in Cumbria, so I did not want to carry the Princes of the Apocalypse book with me. So we're going to do a one shot, but it may take 2 sessions because I don't know. It depends how fast we get through this. We're going to be doing one of the Adventurers League adventures, kindly provided by Wizards of the Coast. This one is called A Dish Best Served Cold. It's from the 5th season of Adventures, so it's a Giants themed one. So it should be exciting. I think I've made all of the characters. We have the usual people, but they will be playing pre-generated characters. Everyone's level 8, so they get to be a bit kind of more powerful for a change rather than being like, hooray, we finally reached level 3.
Have we even reached level 3? Yeah, we did, okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
you guys just reached level 3 in the other
Sorry,
How
one.
do you of all
Uh,
people not know that, Corey? You're the one who got the good stuff at level 3.
Because I'm
Yeah.
also in, like, another campaign, and now we're doing this. I'm totally scrambled. I've got 2
Okay.
campaigns.
So yeah, hopefully this is going to be a fun one. Yeah, do you want to start off by introducing your adventurers? Just by the way, there aren't going to be many visuals in this because it's going to be kind of imagination based. So feel free to not kind of be staring at the screen the whole time because there's not going to be an awful lot going on there. You guys, please introduce your characters. Starting with Shrag and going to the right.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Shrug, and I will be with the ranger. He shoots things with a bow.
Oh no, I think we missed the name part of that.
Yeah, you cut out for
Oh.
a second.
Okay, sorry. Zeroff Muldoon, named after 2 characters from other things because I came up with his name in 2 minutes.
Don't worry, we all did.
Yeah. He is a beast and giant hunter.
Alright. It's me, your boy, Young Corb. I have the good luck, because some of us chose these sheets randomly, and I had all 5 possibilities in front of me, rolled the dice, ended up with a druid. So now my druid is Fern Blossom, who is a Circle of the Land druid, specifically from the mountain region. And I haven't figured out most of their qualities, but the main key thing is that they fucking hate their name.
I like it. A good quality to have in a character whose name you chose.
Yeah, well, it's because, like, their parents chose a name, so it's like Fern is kind of an okay name, but just, like, put together, it's just like,
Hi, I'm Lauren. If her last name seems familiar, it's probably because you've already met her parents if you've been with Hecate's Dungeon for a while. She is a tiefling paladin, and she sets a lot.
that was Myra Goodheart, just for reference.
Yeah, we're cutting out a lot
You're
tonight.
confirmed. Ship
Yeah,
is
seriously.
in.
Oh, we have internet issues. Hecate's Dungeon, played with technical difficulties. Okay.
Like any Voxus stream.
Jade here. I'm going to be playing Shani Taylor, a half-elf bard, College of Swords, former assassin, trying to make a better life for themselves and make up for some past nastiness, with middling success. But they're trying to do the right thing, and they have 2 scimitars hidden inside their. Wait, where did I put it? Where did I put it? It's gone. I can't remember the name of the instrument. A sarod, which is a little bit like a sitar, so but smaller.
Norwegian wood.
Whoa.
Yep. And last but certainly not least, it is I, Cinder, and I'll be playing Cumin Leafwater.
That's a worse name
Which
than
I-
Fern Blossom.
That was the whole point. But he loves his name. He loves his name nonetheless, mostly because it's pretty much all he drinks every single day. Because he loves poring over his books. He's a high elf wizard, part of the researching studies and a sage at Silver Moon University, studying giants. And boy howdy, would he love to net one and study it hard. Preferably over a cup of Keeman.
Oh boy.
We're already getting off to a good start here, huh?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Right.
Like I said, these are the best characters since Steve 3PO.
What was his sidekick? R2.
This is
Oh,
what
wait,
happens. I
Blaggins.
made all these pre-gens, and it was like, oh, this is really like serious characters. Like this one's a former assassin who works as the wandering bard, and this one's a tiefling paladin who's so good at heart, and like, oh, and this one's like a surly ranger who's emotionally scarred. And then they're like, yeah, fuck you, Kate. We're gonna do all this stupid bullshit.
We do it out of love.
We do it out of having 15
anything
minutes.
seriously.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
Right. Okay. So, you guys are a long way away from where the other campaign has been taking place. So, previously we've been around the kind of Sword Coast region, but right now, where this team of adventurers are is right way up in the north of that. I believe you're in the Ice Spires, and now I'm trying to find a map, and I'm on my laptop, not my regular computer, and don't have. You're north of the Moon Sea, so you're probably. Oh, come on, where are the Ice Spires?
I've given us a handy graphical aid just in case anyone's questioning this.
It's very helpful.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
it's extremely educational.
I mean, it's-
It doesn't really describe where the region is exactly in the adventure setup, but you're in some cold, snowy mountains that are like very, very far to the north of the continent of Faerun, which is where you guys have been for all of the other campaigns. This is just a different part of it. It's generally pretty cold all year round, kind of mountainous weather. Right now, I believe it's autumn, but it's very cold. It's not what you would think of as autumn in other parts.
so it's
of,
like an Icewind Dale kind of place.
Yeah, it's probably quite. I think it's sort of similar kind of latitude and just a bit kind of to the east of Icewind Dale. The ice spines of the ice. It was ice spires. That was it. Okay, so right. So you've all ended up in this this small hamlet, which is called crap.
Catchy.
Right.
It's a terrible
terrible
name
name.
for a hamlet.
Okay, sorry. Okay, you're in the small town of Stagwick, which is up in this kind of snowy mountainous area, and you've heard rumours of increased giant activity near Hartsvale, which is sort of a similar kind of area, and so. You, for whatever reasons, you've all come over here, and can you all add cold weather clothing to your inventory? You may need it.
Oh yeah, that's what I was forgetting to do. That's okay. I know all my stats besides that. Okay.
Yeah.
So inventory. Inventory is full. Cold weather clothing.
Yeah, so you've all been handed a note while you were sort of in and around the town, sort of inquiring among the locals about the giant presence, and all of you have been given a note, which I need to just grab. Okay, here it is. So, each of you has been given this note, and it says, "Tales of your prowess precede you. You are the only folk in the region with a chance of stopping an act of war and saving a mother's son. I beg you to meet me at the edge of the ice spires due west from Castle Hartwick. Come prepared to travel for at least 10 days and bring warm clothes. There is gold in it for you. Show this letter to no one, and it's from Scoutmaster Wumburden."
Scoutmaster.
Wumburden.
What?
Look, I didn't make up this name.
I'm spelling this as phonetically as I can. Wimburden.
It is spelled W-U-M, Wum, and then their surname is Burden, like B-U-R-D-U-N.
Oh, Burdun. Okay, I was actually, and let the stream show everyone, I was actually, like, pretty close.
Yes, so this is the note you've received. It tells you to bring supplies for 10 days and warm clothes, and to meet them out west at the edge of the mountains. You are currently in a small town where you can, in fact, get things like supplies and warm clothes. What do you want to do?
Damn it, they don't have Comic Sans in here. That's a disappointment. So we're up in the mountains, so that's a good sign. There's not a whole lot that Mr. Blossom, goddamn, will need to do besides pick up the supplies. He thinks he's going to obviously fill his pack with materials and such too, but he figures that he may as well go hunting around to see if he can pick anything out of the local flora that might be useful for, like, medicinal purposes, because he does have an herbalism kit.
Okay, that seems reasonable.
Someone tell me how an herbalism kit is used, because I've actually never in all of my experience used a kit.
I believe it doesn't it add it adds a bonus to stabilize checks or something? Jake,
Yeah.
do you know?
I'm just flicking through the book now because I looked this up the other day.
We have the
and I can't
SRD
remember.
kit too, so let's do this herbalism kit.
Who gets there first? Let's see.
I got there first, because I have the power of technology.
All right.
Oh yeah.
I've got a book. I've got a
let's-
book.
Proficiency with this kit lets you add your proficiency bonus to any ability checks you make to identify or apply herbs, and you also need proficiency to create antitoxin and potions of healing.
Huh.
So having this kit filled is a really good idea for making those potions.
Yeah. Alright.
So what's up? So I'll be making potions this whole way. Hey, I'm making potions, man.
Oh God,
It's funny, while you're shopping for things, you keep seeing these other sort of adventurous looking types, and you kind of glance at each other out the corner of your eye, but it doesn't necessarily sort of occur to you that these other adventurers might be going to the same place as you.
That is fascinating, actually.
Okay, so anything else anybody needs? Just feel free to note down anything obvious that you want to buy, whether it's like torches, rations. I assume you're all buying like 10 days worth of rations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Ooh,
Sure.
I'd like to buy some rope as well.
Okay,
I
that's
don't
a sensible thing to have in the mountains.
I guess like batons and things to go with that rope would probably be. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can buy those. They have those.
Outfitting, the most fun part.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Zero.
I'll just see if I can. I'll just see if I can find a climber's kit, which, like the batons, the boot tips, the gloves,
Yeah.
all that.
Hey folks, are we getting
Zerov
tents?
will buy rope and grappling hook.
Yes! It begins.
By the way, Cinder, I didn't have much time before the session to tell you. You have a few spells that are not memorized, but you can cast them as rituals, even when you don't memorize them, including like the Phantom Steed, I believe it's called.
There
You're
we
a
go.
cowboy.
Oh,
Turned a few
So-
heads. Everyone in Silvery Moon rides around like that, but up here nobody had ever seen anything like it.
If that's
This
the
man is
case,
show off. I do not like.
if that's the case, Infern arrived into town as a giant eagle.
He's riding on his. Yeah.
This man is also show off. I also do not like.
It's the quickest way. You can fly over everything. Come on, it's practical.
Shani would have hiked. So,
This woman, I like her.
Ongoing
She does
sidebar.
sensible thing.
to be fair, Shani also juggles swords for fun. In fact, Shani has probably done a bit of busking in the town, alternating between playing music and juggling swords.
But that's like a
Zero
show
is
of
no
martial
longer
skill.
so sure about this woman.
But that's like a show of martial skill. Come on.
Oh, it's very impressive.
Myra would definitely have been attracted by the music since her deity is Milo, who is god of poetry and song.
Oh,
So
man.
And
If
keep
Shani
tabs
saw
on
you-
her.
I imagine that Shani would have spotted you watching and given you a wink.
Aww. Myra blushes a lot.
I like this ongoing sidebar of, one, we're trying to get into ship mode as soon as possible, and two, Zeroff's thoughts. And in fact, I just kind of imagine like he's trying to like do a soliloquy, but you know, the problem is that everyone else is around.
Yeah, he has 9 charisma. He's saying all of this out loud.
He has an external monologue.
He's just live tweeting.
He gets out a journal every time and writes down his thoughts and reads them out loud.
In less
Hold
than
on.
140
Hold on,
characters.
Zeroff must count characters in entry. This is too much.
He has strict rules about how much he writes.
More than 140 characters is a waste of brain power and ink.
Zeroff has written too much. Zeroff must scratch out unnecessary words.
That's what makes it better.
Use ampersand instead of and.
Sometimes remove space between word.
Punctuation afterthought.
Alright. So, have you got everything you need?
Yeah,
Yeah, I got rope, rations, a climbing.
Top of a
he
mountain.
might also go for herbs because
Yeah, you
he
might
needs
find
some.
like a frozen
maybe
lake.
maybe
Do some.
Yeah.
try and get some for
Ice
his
fishing.
spells.
A sledgehammer.
I've already got a crowbar.
Yeah, the tools of war.
Alright. Yeah, just mark things down. Are you all ready to go?
Yep, think we're all set.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so, you, head on over to, the meeting place. Are you quite surprised to find that you're not the only ones here? You weren't really expecting to find a bunch of other people all arriving at the same place at the same time. It's sort of some awkward standing around, before, eventually, this strange man approaches you, and from a distance you assume it's just a person, and then as they get closer they seem to be bigger and bigger until you realize this guy is like 8 feet tall, and he's like really hairy, like not like person hairy, it's almost like furry, and like his body is fuzzy and it kind of turns into almost like hair and a beard, where the fur is longer at the edges of his face. He has like pointed ears and a big sort of beast-like nose.
Demon Herd Beast. I'm
roll
excited.
a
Zeroth
nature
is
check.
also her beast.
Nature check, yeah. All right, let's do
Would
this.
I get
Is that everyone?
advantage if
He has
it's...
advantage on this. Yeah.
I
Yeah!
get to recall information about them. Okay.
Dang.
Druid rolling nature.
Bard
just-
gnome shit.
Paste a link into
The wizard
the
is aware.
Skype to what he looks roughly like.
I like how Myra even rolled better than Sarah.
So he looks a bit like this. This isn't a picture by me.
Let me throw it over to
yeah.
the stream chat.
This is this guy. Most of you pretty much recognize. He's what's called a furbolg. It's they're kind of related to giants, and they tend to live in secluded communities where they kind of interact with nature. They're fairly shy, and you know they just like to get on with things and keep to themselves. But he is rather big. So yeah, that's what he looks like, and he introduces himself to you as Wum, and sort of says, "Thank you for responding to my summons. Now I want you all to not be too alarmed by what is about to happen." And so now we start the adventure proper with the opening text. Here we go. The wind tears at your face, howling in cold defiance of early autumn. Before you, snow-blasted mountains rise into the grey sky. A dusting of flakes that fell last night covers the ground. Against the mountainous backdrop of the ice spires stands a hulking figure with red hair and a shaggy beard, whipping wildly. Oh, a shaggy beard whipping wildly. Sorry, that pause there made that read very strangely. One Burden raises a hand to signal hello. As you near the leader of Hartsfield's Frontier Scouts, cries over the as you near, the leader of Hartsfield's Frontier Scouts cries over the wind, "Thank you for joining us." Glances to either side to reveal no one other than the Scoutmaster before you. The unkempt furbolg whistles long and loud 3 times. Hang on, I can't whistle very well. Boom! A tremendous rumble, followed by snow and rock tumbling down the spire, signals the approach of something massive. Wum holds up his hand, indicating there is no need to be alarmed. Boom! 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 More rumbles as an enormous woman comes into view, climbing down from the mountains. She is nearly 4 times the height of a human. Blue skin covers her corded muscles. Stiff braids hold her white hair still in the winds. There can be no doubt. Before you is a mighty frost giant. Wum nods to the woman and turns back to you. "Meet Scova Thurhurst. You're going to save her son." So,
Oh man.
Scova sort of stands over you. Sort of, she is literally about somewhere between 20 and 25 feet tall. So she's like as tall as a house and is sort of looming over you right now. And she sort of holds up her hand. "Greetings. Are you the adventurers come to save my child?"
Well, I'm not sure who else we would be.
Very well.
Zeroth has mixed feelings about saving Giant.
Fern on the inside is just secretly like, I knew it, but I didn't know it'd be like this.
Listen, this isn't simply saving a giant. This is preventing a war that would cost not only many giant lives, but many, many humans also, I fear. My son has been abducted. 3 days ago, we were hunting in the ice spires near the cold woods. Of our tribe, the Gurik Vata tribe, our border is around that area. When we returned to the camp, we found the scene of a battle. Wait, huh? I'm confused by what this is telling. What? So they were hunting, and oh, I see they were hunting separately. It should have told me that. I'm like, what?
We're doing it
We
live,
went our
folks.
doing it live. We went our separate ways while hunting. When I returned to the camp, he was nowhere to be seen, and there were signs of a battle. Human and horse corpses in the area, cut in half by my son's axe, but he was nowhere. Tracks of horses headed out towards the cold woods. Looked like they had dragged him behind them. I wanted to go after the riders, but, well, my better sense prevailed. It would threaten the peace between the frost giants and the humans of this region. If I bring news of my son's disappearance to the Jarl of our tribe, it will start a war. He will immediately march on the humans to take revenge and ask for his return. He will kill anything in his path. I have come to the frontier scouts of this region, as they are the only humans I trust with this, and I give them 5 days to find and return my son before I tell the Jarl of what has happened.
So you want us to deal with this quietly and as diplomatically as possible?
Yes.
Oh,
Zerov can do this.
wonderful. We get 10 days of supplies and half the time to use them. Guess we better eat well, huh?
At this point, matter. I believe that the boy has been taken by the Blood Riders. They are an order of giant-hating, self-appointed border guards that operate out of the cold woods. I'm certain it's them.
Sounds charming.
Not the type of people I'd like to meet, but
Yes, they're not popular in the area. King Hartwig doesn't approve of them, but we can't really do anything to stop them. If they break the truce between the giants and the people of this region, it will spell doom for Hartsvale. They have yet to kill any giants, and in fact their order hasn't killed a giant in centuries. And yet, now we find this situation.
Do you have any idea of this Blood Rider Order's last movements or whereabouts?
They keep their camp mobile. Let's see, you could go to the camp and try to follow their tracks. That might be the easiest way.
are they perchance users of magic?
Not that I know of. Now, I should caution you. Should you find that Burley is dead, let's not talk about this too loud in front of the lady, then the only way to avoid a war would be to bring the head of the leader of the Blood Riders to the Jarl of the Giants. Hopefully it doesn't